So, Arsenal 3, Manchester United 2. We beat them at the Emirates to go 5 points clear of Manchester City, who put the pressure on us today by beating Wolves. Comfortable victory, Erling Haaland hat-trick. It wasn't the easiest game we've had this season, that's for sure, and they made it hard work, which is, listen, testament to how well they're doing at the moment. And they were missing their best player, Casemiro, but they put a shift in, they made it hard work. We're going to get into player ratings. Make sure you sub to JEZ'S channel. The link will be in the description, people. Arsenal history and more. And for anybody who hasn't checked out the fan cams, do it now. Straight after, well, not now, do it in about 15 minutes. Go and check all the fan cams out. For anyone who hasn't seen your fan cam yet, Jez, give us your little breakdown quick, mate, before we get into the ratings.
Oh, mate, what a day. Man United, I hate them. People have said to me, do you hate them more than Tottenham? It's a different situation. I hate Man United. I hate it. It's on a different level. And today we put it to them. It's always a nervy experience, but we did the job. Well done to the Arsenal. Well done to Mikel Arteta. Well done to all the players, and especially well done to the Arsenal fan base, who were relentless today. And I'm loving what I'm seeing, Lee. And I'll put it out there. I think we're going to do it.
Same, mate. I've said all week, if we beat Man United, then I think we'll win the league. We've beaten Tottenham twice. We've beaten United. We've beaten Liverpool. We've beaten Chelsea. We've only dropped 7 points all season. And in all three of them games, on another night, another day or whatever, I know it's easy to say that looking back, but could have beaten and should have beaten Newcastle. Same with Southampton. And on another day, we wouldn't have lost at Old Trafford. Now, they've been put up in a tough test today where we go 1-0 down, stupid, costly errors, sloppy in the first half. We get back in the game and great header, great cross. We then go 2-1 up. 5-10 minutes later, it's 2-2. In previous seasons, our heads drop. They're all looking around, lost, walking back, heads down. Instead, now it's different. This season is different. And now we've got that bench player, or maybe could start games coming for different fixtures, etc. in Trossard. Yeah, then, mate, we're going up levels this season, and we've gone up levels, and we're setting the pace, and rightly so. We've been brilliant this season, Jez. So long may it continue, man. And hopefully, come May, we are sitting here, and I'm breaking my alcoholic fast when we lift the title about a week before my birthday.
Mate, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll be on one of your streams, and if we win that league, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna buy the biggest, fattest bottle of champagne, and I'm gonna pop it right here, and do a toast to the Arsenal, do a toast to the players, do a toast to all the fans that have attended this season, and I'm going to sit here and get absolutely bollocksed.
Mate, do you know, it's funny you saying that. When we won the league at White Hart Lane, I was at a house in Oxfordshire, at the little village in Oxfordshire, and I had a bottle of champagne. And I did exactly that, and I was smashed. Yeah, I'm surprised I can even remember it, but I was hammered that day, mate. And the next door neighbour was Tottenham to where I was.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it was mad. It was insane, mate. Like, and we all watched it in the same house. Yeah, it was crazy, insane. But listen, people, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, sub to JEZ'S channel. We got the victory. We're flying. Man City in the cup next weekend. Let's start with the goalkeeper today, Jez. Conceded 2 goals. The first one, it was a mad shot. I can't lie. He hit that so sweet and hard. The second one, he did a Lloris from last week, Superman, and he didn't save anything. Just gave him the smallest player or the smallest person in the stadium a header at goal. What did you make of him today, mate?
Well, let's be fair. The first goal from Rashford, not a lot he could do about that. I think he was a little bit unsighted. It was a cock up in our defensive midfield. It is what it is. I won't knock him for that. The second goal, don't know what happened there. I think he went to punch it out, but somehow ended up palming it down. But fair play to Martinez. You know, he's got a headband on. He's got a bloody black eye. He sticks his head in the worst position where he can get a kick in the face, and Gabriel Magalhaes tries to save it with a header, couldn't do it. It is what it is, Lee. You know, it happens. I'm not going to diss him for it, and I think he was solid in what he did. So I'll give Ramsdale a 7.
Let's move on to Ben White. Got booked, got nutmegged and spun quite a few times in the first half. Looked way off the pace compared to everyone else in the game. Luckily, he didn't get sent off, although he did have another tackle from behind on Rashford, and the ref kind of let him off that one. Mikel Arteta did the right thing by subbing him at half-time. Probably the worst performance he's had all season. What did you make of him today?
Yeah, I think White was out of his depth today. I don't know. He just looked off the pace. He wasn't great today, I'm afraid. He was lucky to get away with what he did on Rashford. Rashford, I think, basically just had that little bit of extra tenacity to turn him around and outclass him. So Ben White today, you're going to get a 6, mate, unfortunately. I think you've been great all season, but it was an off day at the office today. And, I think Arteta did the right thing.
Let's move on to the opposite side. Zinchenko, I think he covered pretty much every blade of grass and played in every position today, apart from in goal. What did you make of him?
I thought Zinchenko was immense today. And I think the tactic that Arteta brings in is to bring him in to the fifth midfield player worked well today. Because some of our midfielders weren't on their game at point, especially in the first half. And I thought that guy was absolute quality. And I'm giving him a 9.
He was superb today. Let's go to Gabriel Magalhaes.
Gabriel Magalhaes, unfortunately, he couldn't save the goal. He did try, fair play to him. I thought he did his shift and didn't do anything amazing, but I think he did a job, and I'll give him a 7.
William Saliba.
William Saliba did a shift again, got caught out on a couple of occasions. I don't think he was on the best of his games today, Lee, to be fair. So I'll give him a 7.
Let's go to midfield. Thomas Partey.
Yeah, not his best days today, was it? First half, some of his passing was, dearie me, way too slow, got caught on the ball. And, what was that one occasion? He just passed the ball straight to the Man United player. I can't think who it was. That was poor. But he redeemed himself a little bit in the second half. So, fair play to him. And he did start bossing it a little bit better. So, he'll get a 7.
Granit Xhaka.
Mate, Granit Xhaka, my favourite player. I've said it for time. I don't know what's happened to this guy, but what's happened to him? I'm loving it. Seriously, he really. I find it hard to describe Lee. I really do. He seems to be a different mental outlook. He was commanding, he was tracking, he was attacking, he was getting in people's faces, and I mean Arsenal's players' faces. And I thought the guy was quality, absolute quality, yet again. And I'm giving him an 8.
Martin Odegaard.
Yeah, not great today in the first half. Looked a little bit lackluster, looked a bit slack. Some of his passing was very poor. Held on to the ball, I think, on occasions way too long. Could have released it, could have released Martinelli a lot more. But thing is, I think with Odegaard today, he was getting tracked and closed down very, very quickly because Man United have seen him as a threat. And I don't think he quite got into it in the first half, I think he was better in the second half. But no disrespect to the fella, I'll give him a 7.
Let's go to Bukayo Saka.
Bukayo Saka, what can I say about this man? He just gets better and better. Absolute class, a class quality goal. You know, we needed that. That needed to bring us back in. And yeah, I mean, you know, I honestly think this guy is going to be an absolute world class player, and I think we really need to tie this guy down on a major contract to keep him at the club. And you know, okay, we've spent silly money on wages a week on players in the past. Dare I say it? Aubameyang, Ozil. Let's tie this guy down. Let's pay him the money. This guy is going to be absolute class. 9 for me.
Martinelli.
Martinelli, bit in and out in the first half. Don't think he was truly on his game today. Looked a little bit jaded, I think, today. He looked a little bit not quite there. But let's be fair to the fella. Every time he got that ball, he had 2 players on him. Very, very, very difficult to play against 2 players. And I think he did all right. It wasn't brilliant, but, you know, fair play to him. He's still young. And another player, Lee, we need to tie down. We can't let these players get their heads turned by bigger clubs in Europe. So, yeah, a 7 for me.
Eddie Nketiah scored a lovely bullet header and then scored the winner. What did you make of him? He ran his nuts off as well today, didn't he? Missed a good chance, but didn't let his head drop.
Well, it's times in these games you need a player to turn up. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm an Nketiah fan. I'm not. But the bullet header was quality. Great cross. Straight bang. De Gea could do nothing about that. And when I saw that, I thought, yeah, fair play to you, son. Yeah, okay. When he missed the, to me, a clear chance, put it straight at De Gea, I thought, oh, frustration. But who knew? Who knew? Yes, he worked his nuts off today. He was everywhere. And I'm surprised, actually, that Sky gave Saka man of the match, because I thought Nketiah with that little deft flick to score the winning goal, quality man. And I'm not his biggest fan, you know that, but I will give him 9 and I'll give him my man of the match.
Totally agree, man. Totally agree. Let's go to substitutes. Obviously, Tomiyasu came on at half time.
Yeah, Tomiyasu came on, did a job. I don't think he was brilliant. But I don't think Tomiyasu yet is quite on the money. But yeah, fair play to him. He did a job, and he sort of took Rashford a little bit out of the game in the second half that was causing Ben White problems. So I'll give him a 6.
Let's go to Trossard. Came on for last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, Trossard. Yeah, I would like to see him come on earlier. I think if he'd come on for 20 minutes, then that, you know, the one reason I would criticise, criticise Arteta today, we could have quite easily brought him on for 15, 20, taken Martinelli off, which he did, then give the guy a good run. When he came on, I was impressed. We know the quality of this guy. We've seen him play. I've seen him play at Brighton, and yeah, the guy is a quality player. And for that time he came on, that absolute little jinxing run he had in the box turned some Man United defenders inside out. I'll give him a 7.
We won't bother rating Rob Holdings. He came on for literally a minute. You know how this works, people. If you don't agree with JEZ'S ratings, we don't care. Just leave yours down below instead of crying in the comments like you do every week. Just leave yours below. And make sure you sub to JEZ'S channel. It'll be in the description as well, people. But we're going to do a 3, 2, 1 countdown. And then we're both rating the manager. 3, 2, 1, 9. Ooh, okay.
I'm giving him an 8. I'll tell you why I'm giving him an 8. Is because I think he could have made the changes, Lee, earlier. Earlier. I think if he'd brought on Trossard, I think he should have hooked Ben White earlier. I think you could easily see Ben White was struggling with Rashford. And I just don't think Ben White's mental situation was there today. And it could have cost us. Well, it did at one point. He scored a goal. So I'm giving him an 8. I think that's a fair rating. He got his tactics right in the second half. We absolutely bossed Man United for 20 minutes. And in that end of the game, we got the winning goal. And fair play to him. Fair play to Arteta. But no, I think you could have changed it up a little bit earlier.
Yeah, mate, that's why I gave him a 9, because I thought, listen, we carried on going. He obviously stuck it on him at half time, but because he didn't bring some subs on a little bit earlier, that's the only reason. Yeah, only reason. But he gets props for taking Ben White off because he was shocking, and he could have got sent off, which would have killed the game off. So yeah, man, it was nice to see that we actually have a sub on the bench that can come on and affect a game. So
yes.
It's good, man. It's good. Listen, people, we are going to wrap this up. We'll be back again tomorrow with Kenny for the podcast. Make sure you come and join in. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Kenny's obviously been to the game. He's still traveling home, so hopefully he gets home safe and sound. I can imagine what the atmosphere was like there. They're the kind of games I miss for sure. But yeah, we're buzzing. 3 points, 50 points in total. Halfway through the season, we're still top 5 points clear of a game in hand. Come on, big up the Arsenal.
We're going to do it. Victoria Concordia Crescent.